Thanks for joining us. We're at the DeKalb County's Cooperative Extension Classroom Kitchen, and I'm joined by Alicia Pennie. She's a public education specialist with the Department of Watershed Management. Thanks for being here today, and I love this little setup that we have.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, and we're here to talk about fog. Now, before anyone thinks we're talking about bad weather, tell us what FOG stands for, Alicia.
Okay, FOG stands for fats, oils, and grease. And we are doing a campaign in watershed management to educate citizens on how to properly dispose of that when they're cooking in their kitchens.
Right. I mean, for years and years growing up, I can remember Grandma was a wonderful cook. What did we do with it typically? We just put it down the drain, right?
Right.
Yeah.
A little bit of hot water, a little bit of dishwashing liquid, and send it down the drain.
Right.
But we now know that that's not the right thing to do. And so we're out in the community teaching people about the proper disposal.
Okay, well, you have a couple little props here. Show us what you got.
Absolutely. These are some examples of fog. We have cooking oil, we have sauce, butter, shortening, other things like dairy products, which we don't have a sample here, but that's a big thing. And the thing is, we don't want you to put any of this down the drain. We want you to scrape it into a jar, which we have here,
right.
or wipe off your plates and dishes into the trash can and throw the grease away in the trash.
Okay.
And so what I have here today, I just want to show you, we have a pan. So we want to pretend that we've been cooking.
Right. That's a very common cooking ingredient.
Absolutely.
All the good stuff.
Absolutely. Say we're frying chicken or something of that sort.
Right.
Okay, so we have the fog here, or the oil here. And once the oil cools, then normally what people might do is just say, okay, hot water, let's pour it down the drain. But what you should do instead, we have funnels that we actually hand out to the community. Take a funnel, take an empty jar, and pour it.
Just collect it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Important thing is to wait for it to cool off.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, and then most people might think, okay, now this is fine, let's go ahead and wash this. But instead, there's one more step.
Okay.
You should take a paper towel and wipe all of this out, all of this residue.
Get as much as you can.
And throw this away.
Okay.
Eventually, once you fill up this jar, then you can dispose of it in the trash.
Okay.
Now, one of the key things is keeping in mind that things like spoiled milk, that's a big thing. You would think most people will pour that down the drain.
Sure, even that has the ability to harden up.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. I learned something new today.
And see, this is what it looks like in the pipe. And
it's pretty disgusting.
Absolutely. And this is what we don't want, because this clogs the pipes, and this will cause what we call a sanitary sewer overflow, or a SSO.
Okay, let's talk about in real terms what that means to our residents and people who are in DeKalb County.
Absolutely.
In real terms, the consequences of that are?
The consequences of that would be a spill, a sewer spill that might even happen in your backyard, where it would overflow from a manhole. And if you've ever experienced that, you know, the smell alone is unpleasant. But eventually, as we have to spend money as a department to clean up all of these spills, ultimately the cost of the spills is passed on to our citizens, because as we increase our costs of having to clean up these spills, we have to pass the cost along.
So we all have to work together.
Absolutely.
And keep everything flowing right.
Absolutely. Okay. A lot of this just people don't know. It's lack of knowledge. And it's not that people are doing it. We're doing, like you said in the beginning, what we were taught by our grandparents, our parents. And now it's time to do something different to save our sewer system.
All right, no fog, right?
Yes, no fog, no clog.
All right, thanks for that demonstration, Alicia. We appreciate you being on our show today.
No problem. Thank you, AvivA.
You're welcome. Now stick around, because we're going to continue with the whole theme as DeKalb County takes a look at the natural resources and how we can protect them. Stay tuned.
It happens inside, just like your body. It builds up over time, and just like in your body, it causes blockages that can create a system heart attack. Fog is fats, oils, and grease. They build up inside our sewers over time, causing blockages that can backflow into our homes. Let's put our cooled fog in a container and then in the trash, but not inside our system.
No fog, no clog, just let it go.